Hello, let's move faster. I'm finishing the posing on this video, so I'm creating a short film about it. You know what I'm doing. If you're looking at this series, you know what I'm doing. So this air fryer is attacking this punk city, and there's going to be a giant three-headed mutant chihuahua that is going to save the city. Awesome. So right now, the previous video I designed two poses, and now I'm going to move forward and keep designing the other poses. So I'm using my I'm using here the turnaround of the rig to get to these poses faster and just tracking what I did on my rough pass and moving all the pieces around. As I mentioned before in the previous video, I'm dividing this process in three simple steps, which are blocking, design, and polish. So in the blocking pass, it's just me taking this rig and moving all the pieces around to match the rough pass that I did, and then doing a design pass in which I do some rough sketches. Then I tie down the sketches so I can design the pose on top of the rig, and then polish the rig with those notes that I drew there. Like you can see here the pose, but on top of that pose, I have some drawovers that help me to refine the pose. Here, for example, here I can just move this something like this and follow exactly what I did on the drawovers. So here in this other pose, same thing. Instead of using this one, I'm using the rough pass that I created with this animation of the robot getting up, screaming, ah, then looking at the city, and then walking, turning towards the city, anticipating, and then boom, throwing a laser beam into the city, and then walking towards the city. So that's the animation that I'm doing right now, and right now I'm working on the posing, which is a very important step to guarantee that everything when I start animating will work, because at this point I'm focusing on having super appeal and beautiful poses. There you go. So I'm opening the legs a little bit, means that I also have to open a little bit the butt of this dude. Then I'm grabbing the arms, moving these arms a little bit up, and then just matching with the rough sketches that I did on this for this animation scene. Boop, 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 boop. So in the last video, I was able to create two poses in 1 hour. Super slow. So right now I'm going to accelerate that and try to work a little bit more faster so I can move forward with all the scenes that I have for this project. I'm copying and pasting the same position of this pose to this pose here because it's almost the same, just rotating this dude. Oopsie. The body is not grouped with the upper body. Interesting. No way. Poop, no worries. We're turning this dude like this, and you're like, Henry, but that doesn't look like the sketch. Absolutely not. But that's why I'm going to do some drawovers on top to help me follow the perspective of this dude and make everything feels that is turning in perspective properly. But right now, this is just the blocking pass in which I'm just moving the parts of the character around, and eventually I will put the time. You know what? I think here for these frames I should change to the other arm, which is, wait, let me reset this. Oop. So I have two type of arm for this rig. I have the arm that is created full of these deformers that helps me bend the arms like this, but these bending deformers have a limit. I don't think I can push these arms too much without breaking these. Maybe, let's see. I need that angle. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, it's breaking. So let me see if there's a way of smoothing. Oh yeah, it's working. Amazing. I was like, I have to change to the other type of arm, but now, actually, I don't have to. Awesome. And then this part will be super important because this part is the one that is going to reveal the top part of this air fryer. So I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Awesome. You'll be like, Henry, that looks awful. I know. You'll see how I fix all of those things. And then I'm coming back to this pose. Work frame red. All of these are the key poses. I'm working first on all the key poses, and then on the breakdowns, same steps. Oopsie. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Why is not copy and pasting? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Copy, paste. Awesome. There you go. And here, the arms will not be that tilted. So up, turn to normal. Black. I'm resetting the deformers with that tool over there. I hope you can see it. Now I'm covering here. But no worries, you'll find out. And then this. So right now I'm doing a quick blocking of all the poses before starting with the draw overs. Something different from the previous video in which I put the time to do the draw overs on top of each pose as I was designing, as I was going each one. This time I'm just blocking all of these. Actually, this goes more like this. I also need the bot to be attached to this body. So that's an issue. The rigging process that I'm going to be carrying this project. I don't care. This is a simple thing to fix. All of a sudden we have something like this. And the arms goes like this. You will be like, Henry, those poses looks awful. I know. I know. I'm going to fix all of this. So I'm going to start tweaking the deformers a bit just to get closer to the rough pass that I did, and then on top of this I will start deforming the character so you can actually see how I make this character make sounds. So there you go. This is also awful, but it's there for these purposes. This thing comes around, so I'm trying to be super rough with the way of moving these deformers because I know that I'm going to polish and put more attention to this eventually after the draw overs. So I'm just going faster, blocking and creating this template with the rig in which I can just lower the opacity and draw on top, and not starting from a blank canvas. So using this as a reference to start creating my or designing my pose. There you go, something there. Here, this part have to be a little bit more rounded. We are going like crazy, fast. Boom. This will be here. This will come here. Amazing. This part of the arm will come here. Amazing. This part will be something like oopsie. This part will come around here. Now these underpants will turn. We'll have these perspective, and you'll see how I'm going to put these on a cube, and the cube will be the landmarks of how should I turn every shape in perspective. How can I make interesting things with the bot also? Yeah, poop. Bam. Okay, there you go. This part also comes like up, and this part goes behind. Oopsie, no. Forget it. Boom. Awesome. What else? This should be a fist. So I will design that later also on the drawovers. What else? So I have these two main poses. I have these two. Bam. Okay, let's work on these. Bam. Wait. Now I'm copying this and pasting this thing here. And here's where we start the walk cycle. So for the walk cycle, make this a bit smaller, going towards the front a bit like this. I'm turning this shape so it's not like a square there, but it's more rounded. Oopsie, there you go. Sometimes I am not grabbing these deformers properly, but some other times I can't do that. Awesome, then we're making this, so I'm going like this. Yeah, figure out this on later. These pants will turn a little bit like this in perspective, and again just moving things super roughly before starting to design. And when I will start designing, you'll see all my thought process behind all of this, how I think when designing poses for animation. So flipping, oopsie, flipping. So how is the breakdown here? Okay, this is the contact leg, so this is going to be something like this. Like, I think the entire walk cycle could be a single video, so I'll focus on the first half of the animation for now, for the posing, and the walk cycle on itself is it'll be for a single video. Like, animating a walk cycle in 60 minutes. Let's see. Pop, pop, pop. This. Whatever. I'll focus on this thing later. Stop, Henry. Stop. There you go. For now, that's okay. Now this pose here, I leave this pose for the end because this is going to be tricky because it's a very foreshortening pose. Okay, think. I'm going to destroy the rig completely on this pose. Okay, let's go. First of all, this body should go, oopsie. This body should go like here. Now, upper body, lower. Underpants, low. Legs. Legs. What I'm going to do with you? I'm destroying this dude completely. Okay, these parts are the cutters of the legs, so it's going to be around here. This dude is emerging underwater. Something like this, Pumbaa. Something like this, Pumbaa. Oopsie. Amazing, all the face will be down. Front. You're like, Henry, you're destroying that thing, and I'm like, yeah, I know, but you'll see how I push cutout animation to being my bitch. I want to do whatever I want. Poop. So I'm gonna like this, moving things around super roughly, and on top of this, I'm going to design the pose. Dude, I have to go all the way here, so I might have to just even hide. Yeah, I'm hiding these underpants too. Come on, chameleon. These legs, I only need the knees here, so this will be something like. No, actually, this leg will be something like this. Harry, are you sure what you're doing now? No, but that's the interesting part of all of this. Just figuring out how can I make this work. Who came with the crazy idea of making this dude emerge from underwater? Hello. This dude comes like this. And you're like, Henry, are you sure? No. Okay, this actually is going to be the back instead of the top of the air fryer, because the top of the air fryer now is going to be here. Crazy stuff. This reminds me when I was animating Duckshot, that popular, super famous, amazing, award-winning short film. When I was animating Duckshot, the rig of the monster dog was super simple, super simple. This was like even more simple than all of these rigs that I'm working on with this short film. What the fuck? And dude, I was able to push that thing because I was doing drawovers, and I'll show you soon. There you go. That's my character. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful. And I'm flipping just to check if it's working, and if it's working really well. Hey, are you out of your mind? No. Look at this. Boom. Awesome. It's working. If you don't see it, give me a second and I'll show you what I see. Amazing. Awesome. Time for the hours. Let's go. How many? 14 minutes. That's a lot of time. Let's go. What the heck is happening with my Tumbo? Awesome. Let's go. New frame. Come on. This frame comes here. This is going to be a brand new frame, and I'm going to design. What do you mean design, Henry? I'm going to design the pose. Where are you, my favorite brush in Boom Harmony? Marker 2. What a waste of time. Marker 2. Dude, where is that brush? Marker 2. I start panicking, like, no way. I cannot draw without my favorite brush. Awesome, let's start. So this dude is coming underwater. So I'm going to do a fast sketch, a quick sketch here. So this dude is going to be something like this. This is the air fryer. This is like this. This is like this. This comes like this. I was thinking of running to my kitchen and grab the air fryer, but I don't need it. I already saw that thing too many times. And poop, this comes like this. This is the part, this is the top part of the head. This is the side plane. So the eyes, you can see the eyes like this, maybe the other eye like here. And this going up this way. Maybe we're having the knees like this. We're having the knees like this, and we're having the other knee here like this. And we're having the arms comes this way. And the palms, the place that I'm going to live in the future, the palms is going to be here. Awesome. And this is the fingers are going to be something like this. Amazing. These lines comes like here forward. Then I'm tracking this in perspective, something like this. Actually, this knee, we're not seeing this knee. We're seeing the other arm like here, like this. And this palm will come like this. This finger like here. And this other finger like here. Like this. Yeah, something like this. No, I don't like this. Should be straight in the ground. Awesome. And this arm goes like that. And the underpants comes like this. Awesome. So that's my pose. This is my rough posing. And on top of this rough posing, I'm going to grab that disaster that I made there and just match this with that. Also, I'm blocking this layer and just grabbing all of these lines, being gently with these deformers and just moving this around. You see, you can get to any pose, any pose. You just have to have a clear roadmap of where you're going, and the fastest, quickest, whatever, how you say that, way of getting that goal clear in your mind is to actually draw over of your rig and being able to do these things, or at least that's what I do. And that gives me time to move the formers, listen to music while moving the formers, and don't lose my mind in the process of doing so. I'm glad that I have the formers on this piece. I was about to scream and die at this moment because I was going to deform this thing too much. But I'm having a line there, amazing. I'm having the formers there. Now, the rough pass that I did is not enough for me to just know where exactly I'm going to put all of these things here, but I'm just eyeballing and moving those around, and eventually I'll go back to I'm going back to my drawovers. I'm going back to eventually I'm going back to my drawovers, and oh nice, this is the color of the light. I'm going back to my drawers to create a polish pass. So this is like the rough sketch, and then on top of that, I'm going to do like a. Come on, Henry, use your brain. And on top of that, I'm going to design the pose in a tie-down approach with some rough, clean lines. Does that make sense? There you go. In this part, oopsie, these numbers will come in here. Maybe the eyes it shouldn't show the eyes too much. The eyes should be almost there. These arms can go like, actually for these arms I'll change to this other one. I don't know why I'm losing all the middle lines of this thing. Wait, I hope I'm not destroying this other pose. I was destroying the other pose, but because when I'm working with deformers, it's super important to touch this bottom here. That is like add key exposure. So what this does is like it creates like a new, it tells your draw. It's like, you know what, if you change a deformer here, it doesn't change here anymore, but because you're putting like a protector, you're putting like a locker on those drawings there to not be changed, you have to go directly to those drawings and change them manually if you need to change them. That was the worst explanation of how that tune works ever. Like, you couldn't find a worse explanation in internet, but that's how it works. So every time that I'm designing a new pose, I'm trying to make sure that I'm putting that thing there, that thing that makes something black. So see, so I choose to have this arm because I want this arm to be tapering towards the screen. And now I'm going to this frame and selecting all of these little things and seeing like, where the heck are you? It's like, where are you? Here, you are here. But he was hiding over there. So that's why I went to another drawing to grab these things and move them again over here. Amazing. See, whip, whip, whip. I'm not losing too much time here because I can refine these shapes on my polished draw over. How long is 21 minutes? 21 minutes! Not even a single one pose. So I'm just moving things around, moving things around. Pa-pa-pa-pa-bam, pa-pa-pa-bam. Okay, we're seeing only knees here, so I'm taking all of this group of things, weird things that are happening here, and designing a knee shape, or like only seeing the knee. Oopsie, so I'm moving these backwards. I can hide the shoe. Yes, I can hide the shoe like that. This thing, I have no idea how this works, so then I break this. This line, oops, see, this line will come like this, around this shape, around this shape, around this shape. Actually, you know what, get out of here. I don't need you. And then I hide that line. Then this thing could come like this. These leg, oh, this thing is cutting something here. No, weird stuff, weird stuff. What is this? Okay, this is the shadows, in the shadows, shadow. Boop, connect here, and connect here, and this comes like whoop beep, somewhere like that. Amazing. And then I'm grabbing all of this knee that I designed here and just making that silhouette over there. Oopsie, squashing, stretching, poop, 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 sending back, then grabbing all the characters, sending this character up. Amazing. There you go. That's all I need. You are all I need. You are all I need. Amazing. Awesome. What else? This hand. New hand drawing. Boom. Line. Which is the 54? No, this is not my line. La conchita madre. Solid brush. I'm going to put like a 40. And then I'm going to do this. Flat shape here. Back. Flat shape here that is getting wider towards camera. This is like this, and I'm one lining these fingers with this part of the hand. Actually, no. Creating one shape here for those fingers, and another shape here for all of these, for this other index finger. Cutting these in between shapes here, pam 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 pam. And then this shape of the thumb will be something like this, getting wider towards camera and thinner as it goes farther away from here. Pam, 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 pam. I'm cutting all of this. Actually, this looks like it's going up because this line is a little bit curvy. So I have to make sure it's super straight so it's not coming up. It's straight on the ground. Still looking a little bit up. So maybe this is the direction of these lines here. Oopsie. There you go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Awesome. Now it looks like it's flat on the ground. This looks so thick here. And this comes like this. Boom, boom. This comes like, no, I don't like this. So I can do something like this. Trying to find some rhythms here. Boom, 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 boom. Uh, it's working. Maybe it's a little bit more flat, more like that to the ground. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Like concha. You just have to don't care about it. So I'm going to do this. I'm not caring right now about the result. Just drawing, 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 drawing. That looks better. This shape should be maybe a bit more tapered to these parts like this. Awesome. Not too rounded. Oopsie, no. There you go. Awesome, this is better. This is better. This is better. So now I can grab this shape and paint this shape with the palm colors and finger colors. Pack, 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 pack. Awesome. And then I'm connecting this shape here. I can move this arm behind this hand behind this, and maybe connect this part of the arm with this part of the hand like this. Either ways, we're not seeing this. We're actually not seeing this hand because it's going to be underwater, under acid water, so we're not seeing that. And then this arm could be the same one like this, and we're moving this on like here. Now these lines will go all the other direction. How 26 minutes, not bad. I don't know how long this is taking me, but we are almost there. We're almost there with this pose. You see? You see? Everything looks a little bit weird until things starts making sense. Where is the color of this leg? Okay, here. There you go. Something like this. We are hiding this thing inside of this. You're like, Henry, but how is that you're going to twin? No idea how I'm going to do that. But we are going to figure it out together like a team. Like a team. So this part is going to be here. And actually, because this is a very slow motion scene, I do have to twin this stuff, but that's why I'm trying to be careful with the way that I break these deformers. Because I know that I'm going to use this later. Oops. Let me design this hand too. So I can polish, do a polish pass on top. Let's go. So this hand is clear, something like this. Back. Bam, 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 bam. Always trying to design appealing shapes. Boom, boom, boom. Henry, what do you mean about appealing shapes? I don't know. Have to look beautiful, have to be beautiful, have to feel beautiful, have to be amazing. There you go. Boom. And this other pinky, I can draw this pinky around here like this. I can break my character however I want. Awful. Get out of here. Oops, see, I'm deleting everything. Come on, dude. Ah, coche tu madre. Where are you? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, here you go. Come on, 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 chameleon. I'm hearing some jazz music. I don't know why jazz. I'm falling asleep at any moment. There you go. Pam, pam. Pam, pam. Pam, pam. 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 No. Yeah, straight. Awesome. Something like this. Blah, 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 blah. Amazing. We have the hand there. Not bad. I don't like this. Get out of here. I hate you completely. My rice is ready. There you go. Something like this is okay. I hate that. You see, that's where I get lost in time. That's where I lost in time. So I like the shape of that rough drawing that I did there. But I'm not liking the cleanup. I don't care. We're not seeing that hand either ways. There you go, something like this. Then I'm grabbing the hand. Puka, Pumbi, Tuki, up. Let me move this closer to the pivot point. Pumba, oopsie, Tuki, oop, 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 oop. This comes up, 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 up. Oops! Come on! There you go. See, you have to sometimes scream to the software. Amazing. Then we're coming here to the palm, coloring the palm. Oops! See, coloring the fingers. Finger, finger, finger. Oops! See, fingers back. You have to scream to the software. That's it. There you go. Now we're grabbing this rough sketch that I did here. We don't need it anymore. We put it over there. And now it's time to do a new draw over in which we're going to clean some shapes. Come on, dude. Come on, work. Where I draw you, dude? No, come here. Where I drew that? Okay, get out of here. Brush, brush, marker, 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 two. Hold on. 30 minutes, one pose. Dude, I'm trying my best. This takes time. This takes time. So this is the perspective. This is the perspective that goes in this direction, that direction. So where are my vanishing points? My vanishing points are here. So this comes like this. This comes like this. I should do. I should have done this in the first step. Not right now. Opa. This is the box that will contain my character. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So this will come like this. Maybe I can one line all of this like this. I'm designing my pose right now. You know what? Let me grab all of these lines here that I don't need. Oopsie. All of these perspective lines and assign a new color, a green. Not bad. And then I'm going to increase the opacity of this a little bit. Something like this. And then I'm designing my pose on top. Like here is going to be the underpants. I'm going to just show a little bit of the underpants here. And here also we're having some shape like this. But I'm trying to also design this shape here. So it's a simple pizza slide here that will show the underpants. Here I'm going to one line this with the robot part here like that. Maybe I can have a straight curve. No, I can have this. Yeah, I can have like a little bit of curviest thing here. So the water can slide like this here. The acid water. So that water will have a texture. Now the line that comes in front, maybe we can do like a line like this. This round shape, I will create an ellipse tool, and with the ellipse tool I'm going to create a perfect circle instead of freehanding that, and I'm going to trace on top of this perfect circle. Now with a red color I'm going to draw the center line, because this is very important, because I'm going to use this center line to track where I'm going to place my shapes. So for example, the eyes will come, yeah, these eyes, I can cheat a little bit so I don't have to be too precise here, but the 31 will be also aligned to this shape. Awesome. Now the arms. So the arms, this doesn't feel like it's planted in the ground, so the weight of planting this on the ground for these hands will be something like this. So I just have to skew these shapes a bit more. And these arms are okay, they're okay. I'm not that picky with these things right now. These horns are aligned in perspective. Let me just draw a perspective line from here to here, and being like, okay, if the point of these horns are like here, then it means that the point of this other horn will also be around there. Awesome. Amazing. Now we're having a very clean pose. And okay, let's track this knee with this vanishing point. This other knee will be around here, will not be here. So that thing is also like making my character feel a little bit disconnected. So this knee first will be smaller and will come there. Awesome. Now it feels like it's placed in perspective. Also, this hand I can move a little bit like that. This hand I can also move like a little bit like this. Amazing. And now I'm grabbing all the other parts of my character, like for example this arm. Come here for a second, because I need to connect this leg with the body. There you go. Here I'm connecting the leg with the body, and this body here I'm going to connect with the neck with the neck with with the leg in one single line, and here the deformers. I'm moving the deformers like this. Pumba, Tuki, oopsie. There you go. There you go. Now I'm I'm listening to wave sounds from a beach. Papa. There you go. Boop. Boop. Now these lines comes here. It's just tracing on top of the drawer that I did and making sure my deformers are working fine. Where's the underpants? Now we need the underpants of this dude. I shouldn't move those deformers there. I don't need to move those deformers there. This line will come like this. And see, we are able to get to that pose even though it was like crazy. And it looks like impossible to get in cutout animation. You can actually get any pose. Just having a clear plan, drawing on top. That's a secret. Oopsie. Oops. Me not locking those layers because I'm lazy to do that. Poop. I'm seeing that I don't care. If you see what I saw, it's like I don't care. Poop. And then these arms comes like this. Awesome. We have the pose. Let's turn off this thing. And amazing. We have the pose there. Now I have to grab the underpants and move the underpants inside of this shape. Oh. See how we went from this destroyed pose from just blocking and trying to figure out everything from the rig to this after the drawovers. Amazing, right? Listen, it could be perfect, but I don't care. Underpants. Underpants. How can I reveal the underpants? How can I reveal the underpants here? Why the underpants are being hidden here? How? Why? Maybe is this cutter here? No. Maybe is something in the leg. Let's move the entire. Yes. And I'm sure it's this thing here. Exactly, my dear friend. It was that. Awesome, solved. Next problem. Boop. Nah. What is happening there in that line? Oof, beautiful. What is happening here? What is happening here? What is this? Oh, I just have to move this down. Amazing. Now I want to grab also these line here because these underpants have two lines, and I'm just moving this up. Why is this on top of this line? Get out of here. Down. There you go. You just go behind that line always, always, forever and always. Amazing. And then I'm just trying to keep these deformers as clean as possible because when I'll make this character move up, that'll be a mess. But from here to here on the rough pass, it's like there and then jumps there. So oh, I also need another pose here. Oops, I forgot that. So here. So here, I'm going to copy and paste the lower body of this robot here. And the body of this dude is going to be in between this and this. So it's something like here. And actually, believe it or not, this is what I need. And what I'm going to do here is grab this destroy thing and fix all the deformers so I can get to the pose there. And the in between these two things will not be that bad. Awesome. I need another pose there, but I already get bored of that side. Let's go to this other side for a bit. Actually, these legs are going to be bended on this pose. So I'm going to copy and paste this one. Maybe I can do the same for this leg. Amazing, dude. Yes, I can copy and paste the legs. I thought I screwed up. I screwed up that on the during the rigging process, but now it's working. Yeah, it's working. It's working. It's a transformer. Awesome, 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 awesome. And the underpants will come a little bit lower. It is amazing. That's a pose. Believe it or not, that's a pose. You'll see. You'll see how we are going to make that pose amazing. Same thing we did here, but here. Awesome. Let's continue. Now let's go to another pose here. This one. Legs should be open a bit more. Here too. Not that much. Not that much. Something like that. A little bit more rounded here. Oop, something like this. Now these hands will change the shapes. Will be something like this. I'm roughing out here the arm, the hands, pinky, middle finger. This is the thumb. We have the other finger here. Then we're having this silhouette here, amazing. And then with this index finger, we're creating a new part, like a new negative space here. Also, maybe I can open this a bit more, something like this. Not too much, something like this is okay. So in these lines will go that way, that way. Actually, I shouldn't be drawing the drawer of this dude on the on this layer, but there you go. I'm going to reduce the opacity of this. And on top of this, I'm going to clean a 40 size brush. And on top of this, I'm going to clean. Boop. And then we have here the hand shape, the palm. Awesome. And the index finger getting out of here. Yeah, maybe I can have all of that in one single shape. Awesome. Then we're getting rid of this and start poly cleaning these crazy shapes. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, this shape is too thick. Yeah, it's working. Awesome. Now I'm moving these lines away from camera, so it feels like the arm is turning that way, and it's not just a flat arm. Awesome. Actually, it looks like it's doing this, so I'm going to fix that eventually on the drawovers. And this dude will come like this. Also the lines. These lines like this. And this line comes like this. Boop. Awesome. I'm thinking if I should draw that arm right now or not. I think I should reveal more butt here. Let's draw the hand. So new hand. And this hand is going to be something like pinky. The palm here. Actually, this should be like super side view, not that much. No. What if I do something like this? Because this is the pinky. This is the middle finger. This is the index finger. This is something like no. I need more of a side hand, something like this. Yep, more something like this. Yep. This is the way that I want to design this. So this cube will be a little bit more flat than the other ones. Here we're seeing the index finger overlapping that way, the middle here, and the pinky here. The middle will come like this, like that, and the index we can have something like this only. And here on the thumb we can have something like this. Awesome. And then I get rid of these, all of this. Oopsie, all of this, this. Oopsie, that one not. Oopsie, that one either. Boop, boop, no, boop, 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 boop. Awesome. It's not the best, but it's okay. Maybe my future Henry will know how to approach that hand better, but it's actually working. It's actually working. Body, arm, palm, fingers, palm. And now I can just grab this hand and take this other one. Awesome. Yeah. So it's looking this going back in perspective. Actually, I'm grabbing all of this arm. Skewing this thing like this arm like a little bit like that. Boom. These poses are fast. And actually I don't have to polish more in that one. That one is working. So some poses I can just go like crazy and don't care about it. Some others I'm like, I have to put more time, like this one. And here I'm going to create a new drawing. And then here I'm going to start with this brush. Don't forget about the marker too. I don't have time for the marker too right now. So this is the cube that will contain this shape. So this shape is going to be something like this. Whoop. Something like this. Let me mark a frame here so I can flip between these two. Okay, get out of here perspective. I already know you. I'm having that in my mind, but I'm like free sketching right now just to push the pose and don't be limited by the perspective lens there, because sometimes that can become a limitation when I'm trying to be just careful with the perspective. Sometimes it's a trap. The perspective is there to help you, but not to limit you. So amazing. Now, if you're going back, if you're like this and you're going back, yeah, the knees will tilt, will bend a bit forward. So these knees will bend a bit forward like this. Awesome. Knees will bend forward. So maybe I can one line from that leg to that other leg here. See this? Okay, one line from here to here, tac tac, and I'm having this silhouette, tac tac. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. This part of the crotch will come here. Boom, boom, boom. The horns will come like this. Amazing. I'm having this center line, the 4 dots here, and now these lines is where these lines come handy, and it's like, okay, this dot here will be aligned with this dot here, and this dot here will be aligned with this dot here. And the same thing from the bottom part of that dot. For the head, like this will come like this. We're having this cube that goes like this. I'm copying and pasting this line here to create the box, the box. And now I'm looking at what I drew, and because I have already have like practice with this stuff, it's easy for me to just have everything in perspective because I can eyeball those things. This comes with practice, but eventually you'll get there. Awesome. Yeah, the character wasn't the character was on perspective, so I don't need these lines anymore. Pam 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 pam. And now the arms that I cannot look at. Okay, the arms. So you can be like this, and the palms will be something like so. Now I'm getting away a bit from the rough pass. Sorry guys, my brain is not working right now. Okay, perspective lines. These, so the hand, the top of the hand, if the top of the hand is around here, the top of my other hand here will be around here. So I have to consider that when tilting these shapes like this. So this space of inside of the silhouette inside of my characters, inside of my character is the one that I'm using to place my arms. Amazing. So it's compressing back, and these lines will come like this. These lines will come like that way. Awesome. And then, you know what? I think I can push this a bit back. Awesome. Boom. See these shapes? Wait. Look at this. Look at this silhouette that I designed here. Beautiful, very punchy. And the butt. Oh fuck, the butt. The butt will be something like this. Maybe you know what? I really like this shape. So the butt, I can bring the butt like this. Towards the inside like this. Because it's squeezing too, like. So this butt will have this shape. This butt will have this shape. Also, this other part of the horn, I don't think we are seeing the. Cool. So this is my rough pass. This is a rough pass, and on top of this rough pass, I'm going to do a quick blocking, and eventually I will draw I'll draw a new polish tie down thing to. I'll draw a new sketch. I will design this dude again in a tie down type of look, so I can put the rig on top. So I'm just tracking, moving all of these pieces around, and that's something that I will consider for future projects. Like the amount of pieces that I design the character is the amount of also pieces that I'll have to move during the animation process. So maybe, for example, maybe these 2 lines for the underpants maybe was not needed, or I could just get rid of with 1 line, and that could just help me move faster with this process. But whatever. So here this dots comes like, oopsie, this dots. Yep, something like that. Oh no, these are together. There you go, something like this. This is the back. What is cutting here? The back, the leg, yeah, of course. And then these like moves here towards the front. Oopsie. What is this? What is this? This comes up. I need this pointy feeling on the leg here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. No, dude, let's go faster. There you go, something like this. So it's boom, 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 boom. You can maybe squash this line a little bit down. Move this down to like this. Pop. Boom, 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 boom. This comes to the front like this. This leg comes like this. And this comes to the front. Dude, I'm almost hide by this thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There you go, something like this. Pop. Then this a little bit more towards the inside. Dude, this is such a hard work. I don't know if I will do this. Dude, like, I'm doing this because it's my project, but if I were to have to do this because of work, dude, I'll be like, it's too much work. Boom. And then let's see this. Back, 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 back. Oopsie. Wait. Boop, 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 boop. Always flipping, always flipping. I know it's a little bit of a mess right now. But there you go. Awesome. Something like this. This bot will come like, oops. Will come like this. I remember like in Duckshot, I had like a scene that took me like 3 days, more than 3 days to animate. Like it was like 3 parts. I think it was the encounter between John and the duck. Imagine like every pose, because I was not talking, just working. I think I'm slower when I'm not recording because I can just get easily distracted with other stuff. But just the posing of that scene took me like 2 days. And not 2 days because I was working like what 8 hours. No, I was like putting like 3 hours per day on that project and animation. So it's like I couldn't do much. But just being stuck in the polish pads for 2 days was already like, oh, dude, come on. I'm hiding the things that I don't need here because they're just bothering. But at the same time, treating all of these deformers very well because I don't want them to grow up and being traumatized with me. And then coming, what the heck is this? Is the bot? Yeah, it's the bot. What the heck is this? I don't get it. I'll get it later. This is just the blocking. I forget I'm the blocking and I'm already doing a lot of stuff. It's the music. I will change the music. I'll change the music. I'll change the musica. I have a friend that he tries to he tries to guess Spanish words, and he was like, "Yeah, how you say chocolate milk?" And I was like, "I don't know. Try and tell me." And he was like, "Milko chocolita." That dude says Milko chocolita, and I was like, "No way, dude, no way." He's like, "Okay, what's the correct way of saying in Spanish chocolate milk?" Leche de chocolate. I was like, "No way, it's milk chocolita." And now that's the name of chocolate milk for me in Spanish. Milko chocolita. What a good story, eh? For not getting bored right now. There you go, boom. And then we're having this line here like this, bam. Dude, my throat is hurting. There you go. Now these come out of here. Beautiful, see? We're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. Now we have to do like a clean up process on top. Let me go with my marker. Oopa la concha. I thought like this one's going to break. Okay, get out of here. Marker 2, marker 2, marker 2, marker 2, marker 2. Water, water. How long this video? 1 hour. Too long. Too long. Awesome. So here, straight curve, and then straight here. Have this straight here too. This spot will come here. Will come here. Then we have another straight here. This thing will come like this. And this apex, the way of these legs flex, yeah, it's okay like that. I'm not wasting all my life on this pose. And then this comes like this, and then this goes like this, like almost like a D, so I can show like a curve part here, so it's curving, it's stretching that front part of the body. And then this part comes like this, oopa. And then this part in the middle is like this part in the middle is like this, so I'm having these circles coming this way, this way, this way, this way. And then this underpants comes like this around this shape and around there. This part here comes like this, like an S. This is an S, and this part here just goes around, connecting here with the other butt cheek. We can have this other butt cheek here. Awesome. Now for the arms, something like this. Like, so let's bring the blue color here, otherwise it's going to be a mess. So this curve comes like this, amazing. Maybe a little bit more taper towards here, so I have to change this shape. Now the close fist for this dude. Could be something like this. So we are breaking the silhouette here with this index finger. And with the other fingers, I'm creating one single silhouette, something like this. Awesome. Now this thumb comes on top of these fingers, otherwise we'll be doing this, and this looks weak. This looks like a weak punch. This is like a strong punch. Opa, there you go. So the fingers here comes in front, and the thumb goes around. It's too complex, too complex. I have to simplify this. Milko chocolita, there you go. Too complex still. Now, I'm gonna simplify this dude. Yeah, this is okay, maybe not that open, maybe something like here, this just, and these two comes like this here, just, yeah, that works. and this comes like this, and this comes like this, and this comes like this. Amazing. Now here, horizon line here. 1 hour already. What the heck, dude? Time makes no sense, dude. Time makes no sense. Time is not real, dude. Actually, this the hand when it's closed is a bit smaller when it's open. So, okay, grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this, grab this. Pumba, pumba, Tuki, oopa, oopsie. Group this. Now grab this. Now grab this too. Awesome. Awesome. So this should be smaller. Beautiful. Nah, it's a bit weird. There you go. So here, these arms should be something like this. Yeah. The thumb is on that side, right? Yeah. No, actually, the thumb is in this side. Yeah. The thumb is in this side. Maybe I can break the silhouette here with the pinky. And then this arm comes like this, and then there you go. Beautiful. Now on top of this rough trash that I did there, I can design the hand up. I can't believe I'm going to have 3 videos for this posing thing. But whatever. Let's go. So the thumb will be something like this shape. For the palm, we can have this shape. Yeah, that shape. For these fingers, we can have this shape for these two. And for the pinky, we can have this individual shape here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Awesome. And then I connect this with this. Amazing. There you go. Beautiful. See? And then here, yeah, this is okay. I'm not being picky with that thing, so I need to move forward. But yeah, there you go. This is the pose for this character. I blocked this for a second. And then I finish polishing this. First, here I have to change the shape of the arm. Then I'm locking the drawings here. Change the shapes of this arm. And this takes some time just to move these things around. But yeah, this is my process. This is my process. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. If you feel useful, or if you feel it's too slow. I like the result that I'm getting with this, and it takes time. It takes time. That's why I also, most of these scenes are super static or flat and just like moving from side to side, but with a strong posing, so I can just have like maximum 3 poses per scene, and then just play around with the position of the characters and stuff like that, so I don't finish exhausted after this project, because there are still more ideas coming soon. Like, I don't know what's happening with that thing. That's something that I will fix later. And then this will come like this. Boom. Awesome. There you go. Other than that, This is something like this. Boom. This bot comes here towards the inside. Here I want this other part here. Yeah, something like this. Boom. And this part comes like this. Oopsie. Excuse me. I need you to come front. I need you to come in front of this. Awesome. See, I put the time to rig this bot so I can come up with all of this crazy stuff. It's doing weird stuff, but I'm going to figure out why later. Awesome. Okay, this is a straight line. Straight. 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 Oopsie, straight. Straight. This is straight too. And it's just cleaning and putting the time to clean all of this stuff. Boop. Which I'm almost done. I'm almost there. And next video, hopefully, finish with the posing of this scene. Boop. This could be a little bit more like that. We're not seeing the numbers here. Get out of here. Awesome. What else? What else? What else? This line could be a little bit more curvy. I forget to clean this on the rough sketch. But here you go. I'm eyeballing this. Not a big deal. And what else? This, okay, these hands. New drawing. Hands color. Coming here to the tool properties. Choosing the solid brush 40. And then I just have to trace this. Pum, 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 pum. Getting rid of these extra lines. There you go. And here we can go and do something like this. It's even like all of these parts are dynamic, too symmetrical. And the thumb makes something like this. Awesome. Here, again, these simple shapes. Boom, 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 boom. And you know, I remember one of the best ways that I learned how to draw hands was watching one of my mentors drawing. And the way that he was drawing hands was so spontaneous, like the way that I'm drawing hands right now, because I literally, just by the way of seeing her drawing the hands, I absorbed that. I absorbed his way of just drawing lines and coming up with hands out of imagination. And just by seeing him working, I was able to absorb all of that through osmosis and apply that in my work too. And that was really nice. Now I'm drawing hands like him, and it's faster. Also, another thing that helped me a lot was I remember 2 years ago, I used to draw hands every day, hands and feet every day, and that helped me a lot. Just to develop a sense of drawing these hands. Oopsie. Actually, this comes here. And not cartoony hands, but realistic anatomical hands. Right now, I'm just tired as I'm tired of drawing realistic drawings. Just draw cartoony stuff and shape-oriented designs, because after drawing a lot of properly anatomically correct figure drawings and proportions, I just get bored of that. And right now I'm just drawing cartoons. Everything that I'm drawing, it's cartoon stuff. Even when I'm going to live drawing stuff, I'm drawing cartoony stuff, because I'm just I just get tired. I just get tired of drawing realistic stuff. And it's fun for me. It's more fun to draw this type of style, but especially it's not like ignoring or not or just to avoid doing properly correct anatomy. No, even if when I'm drawing super cartoony, I'm considering a lot proportions and considering proportions to know how to break those proportions and other stuff. Not fun stuff. So yeah, if drawing is very important for this. It's very important. So poop. Whoopsie. Okay, this comes like this. This comes like this. Then this like this. 115. Come on, dude. I'll see how can I upload these videos. Maybe in 2 parts. Maybe 1 hour is too long. I don't know. I would like to know if someone is watching this video. I would like to know what you prefer. What is easy for you to watch, like longer videos or shorter videos, especially when I'm working on this type of projects. I don't know. I can do some magic on the editing and cut these videos. What I'm doing right now is like literally working, uploading. I was asking a friend also lately, like, hey, do you watch longer videos? And he was like, sometimes I watch 3-hour videos. 3 hours? For me personally, I've never watched 1 hour long videos or 3 hours. Like, you have to be a movie, dude. I prefer short videos, and right now with TikTok, dude, TikTok is an amazing tool. Dude. With TikTok, if I need to find something, boom, TikTok answers immediately. Sadly, I'm not having the time to clip these videos and to put them on TikTok, but maybe I'll find the time to do so soon. But there you go. This is the pose. Wow, takes time, dude. And these comes so big. It's there you go. So I don't need that overlapping line there. Huh? What do you think? This thing will come like around here. Awesome. Let's get rid of this. Pumba. No, let's get rid of rough animation too. Awesome. I just need to fix this thing here. I just have to move this a little bit so it's not tangenting here with the underpants. I can move this a bit up. So yeah, and all of these things also is like part of polishing here. To polish this shape. This shadow here. This part right here, I have to figure out why it's doing that weird stuff. Maybe it's this. No. Oh yeah. See. Okay. So maybe there's something they're cutting. Oh yeah, it's this. There you go. Now it's working better. Yeah. Sometimes my rigs tends to be a bit of a mess, but I always figured out why it's messing up with me, and then I just beat the shit out of these rigs so they never behave like that with me. Amazing. There you go. Also, this line is so awful. Look. So what I'm going to do is come here and modify this line so it's very pointy. There you go. Beautiful. Not bad. Squashing that bot. No. Let's see. It's working like concha tu madre. It's working. Now there you go. That's the pose. Here. It's charging. So we have this pose, this pose, this pose, this pose, this pose, and this pose. So we work on that on this video, and next video I'm going to just do this pose here, work on this pose here and the other pose here, and then start animating. Hope you like this long video, dude. And yeah, see you next time. Subscribe and like. Bye. Boop.